Hi, I'm Mr. Sam, the allotment man, and this is my dad. Today we're going to deal with
onions
and
leeks.
leeks. Very exciting.
Yes. Right.
Okay, so today's all about onions and leeks. What have you been doing this morning, Dad?
Well, I went down the allotment early on when
Yeah.
you were still in bed, and
I wasn't, I was out.
were you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ish. Yes.
And I thought, what shall I do?
I don't know, what do you normally do in the morning, Papa?
I went down the allotment.
Did you? It's a wonderful thing to do, down the allotment. Okay.
And the onions are about ready
Uh-huh.
to pull out. So I pulled them out.
You just pulled them out?
Yeah, you just leave them, and they'd sort of, most of them had grown, had dried over, so it's time to pull them out.
Okay.
And brought them up here, and they're over there, laying in the sun.
Over there laying in the sun-ish. The sun's actually gone
Yeah.
in now. But, okay, let's go see what Papa picked. Right then, so here we are, bending down as usual. Dad's got the microphone so we can hear what wisdom he's going to tell us.
Right. Okay. Now I went down this morning, gently pull them up. You just put a fork underneath and then pull, and most of them have died over, which is as nature's way of saying they're ready.
Ready.
Some of them haven't. Oh
dear.
But it doesn't matter too much. Anyway, what we do is lay.
Shall we we'll give them a just in case they don't know what an onion looks like.
Everyone knows what an onion looks like.
Well, they do now because we've shown them. Right, now what do we do with them?
Well, we lay them out.
Do we eat them?
Not yet.
Not yet. What do we do?
We dry them out.
Ah, right.
And lay them out, and this is south facing where they are.
South facing.
And they will lay there for a week or so, maybe. It's more or less covered up from the rain, but it doesn't matter too much.
Will the rain wash them?
Yeah, I suppose it will a bit.
No.
And then when the green bits all go off and they go dry, and then you'll get a skin goes brown on the actual onion bit we eat.
All right.
And then you can store them in a nice, cool, dark place.
Did you dig that one up?
Yep. And that's one that's got a
Split, isn't it? Now that's not you digging it up, is it?
what?
Is that because it's had too much water in it?
It's probably a mouse, actually, or something.
Do you think?
Might be.
It's got a big mouth, isn't it?
It
looks like a... Oh, look, what is it? Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
God. Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Anyway, so there you go. So they're drying out. So that is our stuff. Now,
Yes.
Now, we pulled out the onions. What are we going to do with the space where the onions were?
Leeks.
What, all over them?
No, because that would be a lot of leeks.
All right, so how many... Have you put some leeks down there?
I put some in already, a few, and then I got tired, so I came home. But I'll show you what we do, because I'm going to take some more down now.
Right.
And then plant them. But before we take them down, we pull them up from the nursery end,
Nursery end.
and then we give them a haircut.
Okay, let's go and pull some little leeks out, ready to go in the big wide world. Yeah?
Indeed.
Indeed. Here
Yes. Right. Right.
So here we are at the nursery end of the garden. I don't know why we call it that, just sounds good. And we have picked some, what do you call them?
Leeks.
Leeks, that's right. We've taken some leeks out of the garden. This is Dad doing it just a few moments ago. Brilliant. Now we've taken them out. They look a little bit like spring onions, to be honest.
They do.
They do. So don't get them confused with your spring onions, because they're not. They're leeks. So you've given them a wash.
Yeah, just to get off the mud and that.
Right, so
And
what do? We stick them in the ground.
Not quite, no.
Right.
We separate them out
Okay.
like that,
Okay.
and it just makes it easier. See, because they get all tangled up. Because if you remember, we grew them as seeds in pots, and then we put them out in the garden in the nursery bed. You see,
They were all a bit Higgledy-piggledy.
Yeah, and we
That's a good word, isn't it? Can you say it?
No.
All right, we'll just do those ones for the moment.
Right, so that's those. So
Right.
you do that.
Okay.
Then you get a few like this.
Yeah.
Line them up,
Okay.
the bottoms,
Yeah.
and then you get a pair of scissors, and you give them a haircut. Well, that's you see.
Okay.
You trim the roots, not quite.
Now, why do we trim the roots?
Right. What happens is when you do that, they puts them into shock really.
All right.
And that means they go, oh my god, I better grow some more. So when you actually put them in the ground,
Yeah.
down the allotment, it gives them a spurt, you see,
A spurt.
and they grow down.
All right.
And you also cut the other end,
All right. You cut the other
about
end.
6 to 8 inches.
And what's the point of that then?
The point of that is, and then you end up with that. The point of that is the birds, although it's not such a problem where we are because we use the nets,
Yeah.
but you might not have those. When you put them in the ground, the birds, if they see the nice juicy tops like this, they like those, then they will come and eat them.
Ooh.
And
We don't like that.
so you trim them off, and then they don't look so appetising to the.
Right.
And there they are. Whoops.
Lovely.
And some people actually do, probably a little bigger than this, but you can cook them, and they're rather tasty as very small leeks.
There you go. And then we shove them in the ground.
Yes.
And how do we do that?
Well, we do that in a special way.
Special way.
We, what do they call it? Dribble, no.
Puddling.
Puddling them.
Puddling. I'm asking you the questions, I'm not supposed to know.
Oh, yes you are. You know, because we did this last year.
Don't. We haven't got any material left, so we're just repeating stuff.
Well,
No, never
that's
mind,
not
don't
quite
matter.
that, because people...
Well, you do them, right? And
Yeah.
then what we'll do, and we'll finish all of these off, trimming, and then we'll show you how to puddle in. Ooh, the excitement.
I know, I can't wait.
I know. And the sun's coming out.
Yeah.
What fun. That'd be great for white balance. There we go. Right, yeah. Sorry about that. Here we are. We're going to show you how to, was it puddling in
Puddling in.
and catapulting leeks. We're just going to do it here. This is not where we normally plant our leeks, but we're just going to do a couple because we can't be bothered to go down to the allotment. And also, just a little bit of an apology, the microphone cable was in your top left-hand corner of your screen all the way through.
Still is, isn't it?
Well, no, I think it's out now. I'm not sure. I couldn't be bothered to edit it out, so you just have to live with it. Right, okay. So, Dad, what's that?
No.
Oh, nice. Bit of iron in your diet.
Yeah.
Hey, see what I did there?
Right.
Should we do
So-
it over here? Might be a bit. That's a bit.
Oh,
just
right.
stick it about there.
Yeah. So, once you've dug over the ground where you're going to put them in,
Do we need a fine tilth?
fine tilth.
Fine tilth.
Yeah. And you take one which we've trimmed, as you remember. And you do that,
Yeah.
then you put it in.
Yeah.
And then if you twist them,
Yeah. Twirl.
it's
twirly.
like twirling them in, you see.
Okay.
Then the leeks, the roots rather, go in sort of better that way.
Like that. Okay.
And nice deep hole,
Yeah.
and then about 8-9 inches apart. You do another one, and they go right in.
They do go right in.
Yeah.
So remember, you've got to have a nice deep hole, about 9 inches apart,
And about 3 inches deep.
about 3 inches deep, and then shove
Oh.
it right in.
It doesn't have to be too accurate. There you go. See. Like that.
Lovely. And can you just show? This is called a dibber? It's called a dibber because it's in the shape of a T. There you go. Some useful. I don't know. I didn't.
How
There you
has
are.
that got to do with it? You said it's
I
called
am.
a dip.
So anyway, so there is our bits.
Yep.
They're put in there. We'll
And
just do the 4, and then what do we do?
So it's about the dibber width, so it's about 8-9 inches. And then you get some water. You don't fill in the hole, you see, you leave it like that.
You just leave right. It's just left open, and then we're going to.
Fill it with water.
Okay.
And then gradually the hole will fill itself up.
And that's why we call it puddling in.
Indeed.
Make a puddle.
Yeah.
It means that the soil and everything goes around the roots properly, and so you
Yeah.
don't get any air in there. Because if you get air in there or an air pocket, it'll rot, and we don't want that. So we're going to puddle them in, and then we're going to go away. Okay. So
Probably go down the allotment and plant them properly.
Well, it's 3:20. It's going to be tea soon.
Oh yeah.
It's about 3 hours to wait for that.
Cup of tea.
Cup of tea. There we go. So let's get on with that. Okay.
Right, don't stand on them.
Right.
Oh dear.
Right. Now we're going to puddle in. It's a one-shot wonder. So here we go. Right, Dad. Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm going all handheld here. Right. And Dad is going to puddle in.
Okay, we just do it like this, sort of fairly gently. One. And don't worry about where they go, they'll sort themselves out. Okay. And there you go. And if it's particularly dry, you can do it again because it'll soak away. But essentially, that's all you do.
Well then, there you go. That's our leeks and onions today from Mr. Sam the Allotment Man. That whizzing again, it's quite annoying, isn't it?
It is annoying.
It is annoying. Never mind, we don't care, do we? Okay. So, from Mr. Sam the Allotment Man and Dad, who got the mic today?
I did.
So, I don't know if you can hear.
Can you? What?
I don't know. Can you tell them happy growing? Because they might be able to hear you
Oh,
better.
I see. And what did you say? Happy growing.
Happy growing.
See you soon.
Bye.